The climate in Russia presents many challenges, especially in Siberia. I did a Russian language course at a university in the Siberian city of Omsk, and because it was so cold I had my winter boots, which I was doing up tightly to the very top to keep out the shin-high snow and the freezing cold air. However, it seems I must have done the laces up on one of the boots a little bit too tight. A very nasty sore appeared on one of my shins, and before long it had become quite painful as well. Upon noticing me now hobbling into class, my teacher suggested I go get it seen by a doctor. However, I wasn't really feeling brave enough to experience a Russian polyclinic. A few days after that, one of my floor mates examined it and insisted I really should get medical help. As I was a bit sceptical, she took me downstairs to see the medical staff, and they insisted I did as well. So I went to see a surgeon. The surgeon declared it to be a furuncle, which didn't mean much to me. However, he said if I'd have left it for another couple of weeks, then I'd have to have my leg amputated. I was shocked that something so simple could have such disastrous consequences. The wound healed, but it was a warning that such minor things can turn into serious matters in the unforgiving Siberian wintertime. Behind me is my local swimming pool. Let's have a little stroll around here and I can tell you the tale about my first visit to a swimming pool in Russia. It was when I was living in the city of Orenburg, and I went to my local swimming pool. Straight away there was a little babushka on the door doing the face control, and she told me I'd need to bring waterproof slippers, a swimming cap, which was mandatory, and a doctor's certificate. So I had to find a local private clinic, and I got seen by a dermatologist, and then after that she told me I had to go and get seen by a therapist. So I got a certificate and I went back to the swimming pool, and they said that sometimes they have an on-site doctor, and the doctor was there that day, and so she just had to authenticate the certificate. And she said, well, seeing as how I'm there already, she might as well give me the once-over as well. After that, she then asked me to fill in a questionnaire, answering questions like my educational history and my profession, because that's really relevant for going swimming, isn't it? So in order to use a swimming pool in Russia, I had to buy flip-flops, a swimming hat, fill in a questionnaire, and be seen by 3 different doctors. I was in the process of moving to Kamensky and needed to leave some of my belongings in one of the lockers at the train station. Now, what should have been a very simple process turned out to be anything but. They weren't actually automatic lockers. I had to queue up and ask a member of staff who would then come out and open the locker for me, and I'd have to fill in some paperwork as well. When I returned about 3 weeks later, the duty manager who was responsible for issuing the lockers seemed rather surprised and annoyed to see me. She got on the phone straight away, and immediately 3 workmen came who she instructed to go and get my stuff. Unbeknown to me, it turned out that the lockers are only for a maximum period of 24 hours. So when I didn't return, they removed all my stuff from my locker and put it into the lost property office. Before putting it in the lost property office, they'd logged every single item, and in order to get it back, I had to write out every single item. I explained that would take a very long time trying to decipher her handwriting and then write it all in Russian myself, and said, can I just put that I'd received back all of the items listed? But no, that would be too logical, and so I had to write out each individual one. 5 packets of baby supplement, 2 saucepans with lids, 3 mugs, 2 bath towels, 1 book, 3 postcard sets, 5 boxes, 5 brackets, 1 baby costume, coat hangers, 1 pair of trousers, 2 tops, 1 blanket, 1 teddy bear, 2 coats, a set of baby toy balls, 3 bags of baby clothes, 1 pair of trainers, 3 blouses, 2 nighties, 1 sweater, 5 kitchen towels, 3 placemats, and an oven glove. However, often in Russia, every cloud does have a silver lining, and after spending 45 minutes in her office filling it out, when I asked how much I had to pay, I was told that actually I didn't have to pay anything because lost property items weren't charged for like locker items. So I saved myself about 3,000 rubles.